reduction formula for integral sin raised to px into cos raised to qx dx. So if p and q both are odd, or p is odd or q is odd, or both are odd, in that case we have to use substitution method. If p and q both are even numbers, then we have to use reduction formula for finding this integral. So we have to first derive the reduction formula. Integral sin raised to px into cos raised to qx dx is equal to integral sin raised to p minus 1x into sin x into cos raised to qx dx. Okay, now using integration by parts, this one is equal to first into, this is the first term and this becomes the second term. First into, that is sin raised to p minus 1x into, first into integral of the second, integral of sin x into cos raised to qx dx minus integral of differential of the first, differential of this one, that is p minus 1 into sin raised to p minus 2x into derivative of sin x, that is cos x dx. Cos x minus integral of differential of the first into integral of the second, integral of second one sin x into cos raised to qx dx into common one dx. This one is equal to sin raised to p minus 1x into, we want to find integral sin x into cos raised to qx dx. Here also we want this integral. So integral sin x into cos raised to qx dx, that is equal to, here we take cos x is equal to t, substitution, cos x is equal to t, then minus sin x dx equal to dt. So this one is equal to integral cos x is equal to t, so t raised to q into sin x dx is equal to minus dt. So minus dt. So take minus outside, minus integral t raised to q dt. Now integrate this one is equal to integral of t raised to q, that is minus t raised to q plus 1 divided by q plus 1. So we are substituting t equal to cos x, so this one is minus cos q plus 1x divided by q plus 1. Now substitute these values, this value, we get integral sin x cos raised to qx dx is equal to minus cos raised to q plus 1x divided by q plus 1 minus integral p minus 1 into sin raised to p minus 2x into cos x. Now integral sin x into cos raised to qx dx is equal to minus cos raised to q plus 1x divided by q plus 1. This one into this dx, integral of this dx. That is equal to sin raised to, minus is here, so minus taking outside, minus cos raised to q plus 1x into sin raised to p minus 1x all divided by q plus 1 minus minus of this minus plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral, this constant taking outside, integral sine raised to p minus 2x into here cos x and here cos raised to q plus 1x. So if we take cos raised to qx, then remaining cos square x, cos square x. This one is cos raised to q plus a raised to m, a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. So here cos x into cos raised to q plus 1x is equal to cos raised to q plus 2x. Now if we take cos raised to qx, then remaining cos square x. Okay. So this one is cos x, cos raised to qx into cos square x dx. Now this is equal to minus cos raised to q plus 1x into sine raised to p minus 1x divided by q plus 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx into cos square x is 1 minus sine square x dx. Now this one is equal to minus cos raised to q plus 1 x into sine raised to p minus 1 x divided by q plus 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral. Now taking each term separate, multiply inside, then this one is p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx dx minus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx into sine square x dx. So this one is first term sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx into 1 dx. Then next term inside multiply this one, minus taking outside, minus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx into sine square x dx. So sine raised to p minus 2x into sine square x, a raised to m into a raised to n, a raised to m plus n. So sine raised to p minus 2 plus 2, that is sine raised to px. So this step become integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx. Okay, instead of this we have to write this one. Okay, now this one sine raised to px, we starting from here, integral is starting from integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx. This is the left side. So this become integral left side integral sine raised to px into cos raised to px dx, and this term also integral sine raised to px into cos raised to px dx. This also taking left side, then integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx, taking this term to left side, so minus become plus, plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx equal to minus cos raised to right side minus cos raised to q plus 1x into sine raised to p minus 1x divided by q plus 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx dx. Now left side we have to simplify this left side. So here 1, here p minus 1 divided by q plus 1. Integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx taking outside. Then we get here 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx. That is equal to right side minus cos raised to q plus 1x into sine raised to p minus 1x divided by q plus 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx dx. Now left side, simplify this one. Left side become this one, simplify this one, taking LCM, q plus 1 plus p minus 1, q plus 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 cancel, so this become p plus q divided by q plus 1. So we have to write p plus q divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx. That is equal to minus cos raised to q plus 1x into sine raised to p minus 1x divided by q plus 1 plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1 into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx dx. Now taking this to right side, then we get integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx is equal to, taking this to right side, then q plus 1 divided by p plus q, reciprocal of this one. So q plus 1 cancel, then p plus q in denominator. Then this become minus cos raised to q plus 1x into sine raised to p minus 1x divided by p plus q plus p minus 1 divided by q plus 1. Sorry, q plus 1 cancel, then p plus q. P minus 1 divided by p plus q into integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx dx. So this is our reduction formula. Integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx in terms of integral sine raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to qx dx. So this is our reduction formula. Okay. Now same way we have to derive this formula. Here starting we split sine raised to px. We split sine term. Sine raised to px is equal to sine x into sine raised to p minus 1x. Instead of that, we have to split cos raised to qx. Then we get the reduction formula become integral sine raised to px into cos raised to qx dx is equal to sine raised to p plus 1x into cos raised to q minus 1x divided by p plus q plus q minus 1 divided by p plus q into integral sine raised to px into cos raised to q minus 2x dx. compare these two. Integral sin raised to px into cos raised to px dx is also equal to sin raised to p plus 1. This one plus, this one is negative. Sin raised to p plus 1x into cos raised to q minus 1x divided by p plus q plus, instead of p minus 1, q minus 1 divided by p plus q integral sin raised to px into cos raised to q minus 2x dx. These two are reduction formula for integral sin raised to px into cos raised to qx dx. Now one problem. Connect the integral sin raised to mx into cos raised to nx dx, and connect the integral sin raised to mx into cos raised to nx dx and integral sin raised to m minus 2x into cos raised to nx dx. So this problem is same. Instead of p and q, here m and n. Here p and q. This integral is connected to this one, sin raised to p minus 2x into cos raised to px dx. Here the same, instead of p m, instead of q n. The same derivation തന്നെയാണ് ഇവിടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്. p ക്കും q നും പകരം m നും യൂസ് ചെയ്യുക. Okay.